So this is After the Who 2.
2, yes, it is. So we decided to do it again. I don't know how regular these are going to be. If you watch them, I guess we'll make them.
Yeah.
Or maybe if nobody watches them, we just like making them, we will.
Yeah. Like one viewer.
Yeah,
Let's keep making
just me.
these.
Just me. I'll just keep watching it over and over.
Yeah.
Look how cute you are, Colin.
Well, I know.
Okay, so last night was the Robin Hood episode of Doctor Who.
Mm-hmm. The TARDIS healed itself, which I thought was cool.
How did it heal itself?
Remember where he shot the arrow and the Doctor took out the arrow and went like this and it
Oh,
healed?
yeah. I actually don't remember that part.
I wonder if he was
I'll have to watch again.
Yeah, I wonder if he was using regeneration or the TARDIS just heals. Because he like put his hand over it.
Oh, weird. I don't know. I don't remember that part. That is interesting. So what did you think of the episode?
Oh, it was awesome!
My favorite part of the episode was Clara's dress and her hair and the whole. That made me happy. I love a good makeover.
Yeah. My favorite part was probably where Robin Hood used the Doctor's move. Like, remember where he did this and then he turned around and bopped the guy?
Yeah.
Just like
that
the
was
Doctor
funny.
did
Yep.
on the log.
Yep, that was funny. I actually, the last couple episodes, we've had 2 Peter Capaldi episodes, right?
3.
2 before this one is what I meant to say.
Oh, yeah.
So 3 total. I'm actually starting to warm up to the Doctor. And,
This is actually faster than I warmed up to Matt Smith. And he's
no,
awesome.
I liked Matt Smith after the first episode. That's why, and, David Tennant was my first Doctor, and then I went back and saw the other Doctors. So the Matt Smith regeneration was my first regeneration after losing David Tennant, who I loved.
Oh, yes.
So I warmed up to Matt Smith really quickly. So when Peter Capaldi came on, and I was not liking him the first 2 episodes, I was like, oh, man. But I'm starting to warm to him. I can get behind the grumpy thing, as long as he's, Scottish, goofy grumpy and not angry.
Yeah.
And he stops leaving Clara behind.
But everybody almost loves their first Doctor that they've ever seen.
Yeah.
Except my first Doctor that I saw was the 9th, and he's not really lovable. So
You don't really like him?
No,
Chris
so I'm
Eccleston?
like, maybe the classic series is better. So the second Doctor that I saw, the 7th, is my favorite.
Ah, I see.
Why am I holding a piece of grass?
I don't know why you're holding a piece of grass.
It's not very visible in the...
Speaking of random things to have, the Doctor and the spoon. What'd you think of that?
I'm the Doctor, and this is my spoon. I just love how he beat Robin Hood.
With a spoon.
With a spoon.
I just love that, because, I thought in previous episodes with Matt Smith and even David Tennant a bit, they would say, oh, we don't do weapons, and then the sonic screwdriver became a little bit of a weapon.
I hated
At times. So I really love that he went back to the basics, this, fighting with a spoon. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah,
You gonna start carrying a
because
spoon
when he
now?
blew up the target with the Sonic.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't
That's
really
okay.
like it.
That's all right. What'd you think of the, are you going to start carrying a spoon now? Lydia? In case you get into sword fights?
No.
Okay, so we only have a few questions, and that's okay, because we don't need to do a full, huge Ask Colin type video. Yeah.
Jinx.
I know. It's because I said it earlier, and so you knew what I was going to say. It's what I said to Dad. Oh, what just floated down on me? Okay.
A leaf.
All right. What?
I forgot what I was going to say.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, then let me quit interrupting me and let me get to the questions. All right. Why do you love Doctor Who?
Why'd you drop the question?
Because my fingers don't work. Why do you love Doctor Who?
Well, I don't know, just because it's goofy, it's sci-fi, it's nerdy, and
It's just you
if
love
I kept naming the reasons, we'd be here all day.
Okay. It's just a good show. We just like it.
Yeah, we just...
Okay, I'm going to repeat some of the questions because we get them every time. So I'm just going to say real quick. Favorite Doctor?
7.
Mine is 10th. Favorite companions?
Clara.
Rose. What do you think the Promised Land is?
According to the Robin Hood episode, it's actually a planet.
Oh yeah. So what do you think? You just think?
I think that's where Missy is. She's not
Right.
actually. It's not actually heaven. She just calls it that, and she also said this is the Promised Land.
Right.
And she also called it heaven, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what happened. And like when the Doctor saved that pilot person in his TARDIS, I think she's using some sort of the same technology to save the people that kind of died and like restore them into this planet that everybody's trying to get to because everybody thinks it's awesome.
I don't know, but I can't wait to find out.
Yeah.
Okay, top 3 favorite villains.
Ood, of course. That's my
Ood,
first favorite. Dalek and Cybermen.
Dalek and Cybermen. I am. There's an airplane really close overhead.
Oh my gosh, that is super close.
I know.
That could skim a tall tree.
Not quite. I'm not. I don't know if I like villains too much. I'm so black and white. If they're bad guy, they're bad guy, and I don't like them.
You have to choose a favorite.
I don't want to do some favorite. They didn't ask me. They asked you.
I kinda
I just jump in with my opinions when I feel like it.
Ooh, I kind of cheated because Ood are also good.
Yeah, that's true.
So, sorry.
All right, favorite part of last night's episode. I think you said this already, but do it again for me.
I did? Oh yeah, when Robin Hood used the move where he's like this and then turned around and bopped the guy into the gold. He tried to get out, but then he froze and died.
I really like how Robin Hood at the end, and I don't remember his exact words. I wish I did. Something about how
In the future, they're not going to remember me as a real man.
right, that he becomes a legend, and I just thought that was really cool. It was a cool moment. Okay, Doctor Who uses odd things to outwit enemies. What would you use?
I don't know. Like, I can't use a spoon because I use that in Doctor Who.
Right.
I don't know. Like, let me think.
Do you want to come back to it?
No, because then I'm thinking about the other questions that you're asking. And then,
Okay, so you just want a minute?
Yeah.
So I'll just do a little dance to entertain people while they wait for your answer.
Do 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 do.
If Ella saw me, she'd be so mad.
Ding! How about I have a tiny... no. I have a glass bottle in my jacket, and I drink what's left in it, and smash it over their head.
That's interesting.
Because the Doctor doesn't kill people.
You just knock them out.
Yeah. And then I put them on a tiny boat and send them off into the ocean.
I thought of a funny one.
What?
Legos.
So you can't do that with a dog. What?
Have you ever stepped on Legos with bare feet? Man, that'll knock anybody down.
Oh, God.
Just go and throw Legos. I guess you'd better hope they're running barefoot.
Yeah. Ow!
Oh, except that wouldn't work for Daleks.
Oh, you're right.
You could jam them in their little plunger. Legos in their plunger.
Or you could jam it in their gun so they can't kill you.
Yeah.
Although the plunger does, like... Remember that one Rose episode where she found Mickey again in the summer, and then the Dalek like extracted his brainwaves through the...
With the plunger things? Ooh.
That was so creepy!
It was. Hey, come back over here because you're scooting out of the...
No!
Yeah. All right. Have you ever seen any TV shows or movies with Robin Hood before? Last night.
Last night?
With
Just
Doctor Who.
Oh.
Yeah, because Robin Hood is a common theme for movies and TV shows and stuff, right?
Like other shows last night.
No, other shows before last night.
Oh, okay. Don't think I have.
What about the Disney Robin Hood movie?
Well, with the fox?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And then, haven't you ever seen any other?
I read books.
Yeah, you read Robin Hood in
Yeah.
books.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite of any of the ones you can remember?
The Disney one.
The Disney one with the fox. Right. Top 5 favorite episodes.
I don't know. I don't know. Bad Wolf Bay. Wait, what's that one?
I don't know the names of the episodes. I wish I did. I should.
The one where they did Bad Wolf Bay and
Right, I understood which one you mean. The one where Rose dies.
Yeah.
This
She
is
doesn't
the-
actually die,
yeah.
but they say
This
she
is
dies.
the story of how I died. Yeah.
It scares everybody.
Mhm.
The first time they see it, they're like, no!
Yeah.
You almost cried the first time you said that, didn't you?
I cry about everything, Colin.
I know. You cry about dog food commercials.
I do not.
Well, dog...
Rescue commercials, maybe. And the Cheerios commercial where the little girl or the little kid said, when we eat Cheerios, it's like eating with grandma, and I go,
Okay, but, yeah, the one with Bad Wolf Bay, End of Time Part 1, End of Time Part 2. The one where the Daleks first appeared. And the one where the Master was actually kind of working for the Time Lord people, and he had like the thing of the Time Lords.
that was in the classic series?
Yeah. And then later, the 11th Doctor used it.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I snatched this off the Master.
That's right. I remember that.
So if people have seen the classic series, they're like, yes!
Okay, this is the last question I've written down. Would you like the Doctor and Clara to meet any other fictional characters? Like they did with Robin Hood?
Yeah.
Like who?
I think it'd be really cool if they met Beauty and the Beast, and Beast ended up being the bad guy, and he was like, well, kind of like the Hulk, where he's Bruce Banner, nice guy, and then the Beast, the Hulk, is like angry and like totally different person. He would be a bad guy trying to kill Belle at first,
Oh.
but then they like turn him back into the, the story.
I get it. That's
Like,
cool.
but I
But it's actually some alien has taken over or something?
Yeah.
And he's actually a really nice prince, and I like that. That's
but
a good idea.
because they didn't actually tell, like in the cartoon Disney one, they didn't actually tell what kind of thing took him over.
Right.
Like
It was
someone
a
cursed
spell.
him.
It was a spell from
It was a
witch.
spell, but what if she used technology and she's an alien, and then she turned him into this different species of
That
alien?
would be interesting. That would be cool. Now,
Yeah.
Dad had you watch, as part of your homeschooling, the sit up here, the movie of the first Doctor and the beginning of Doctor Who.
And what I said to you after I told you, she's like, you're like, that's not educational. I'm like, well, Dad's the adult, so I kind of have to listen to him.
What did you think of that movie, of watching the beginning
That's awesome, and I think it's so freaky that they found an actor who looks so similar to the first Doctor.
Yeah,
And my favorite part was probably at the very end where they showed an actual scene of the Doctor.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool. I thought it was very good. I really liked that they put a focus on the woman producer, because that was kind of a big deal at the
Yeah.
time, I think. And I think it was very cool that Doctor Who had a woman producer
Yeah.
when not a lot of shows did at the
They
time. So-
didn't.
right.
No.
So that's really cool. And how it was tough going at first, and it became this huge phenomenon.
Yeah.
So
And I really like how they put the 10th Doctor's line in there. He said, I don't want to go.
oh yeah. All right. So, is there anything else we want to say about Doctor Who before we're done? What do you think next episode's going to be like? Oh, next episode looks scary.
Wait, I forget what it was.
They had a lot of... No, I'm trying to remember, but I remember a bunch of different pieces. Like, it felt like a bunch of old episode stuff coming up in the new one. Come back in here.
Oh, okay, I didn't
You're
realize.
not just chatting with me. You got to stay on camera, too.
But,
Now I'm trying to remember, and I can't.
what happened?
See,
It said next time.
yeah. Well, we're going to have to go back and rewatch the promo for next
Sorry.
time, but I remember it looked really scary, and it looked like a bunch of old stuff from previous episodes coming back. And it was poetry, like they were reading, like, do you remember they've had it before where they had like a poetry that they read? The doc. I can't think now, but it sounded like that kind of thing.
That
again.
is a bee on me.
There's a bee on you. Oh, it's not a bee. It's a lightning bug.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's yellow. I'm gonna chase it.
Okay, don't. I'm not entirely sure that's a lightning bug. Let's just don't take Mom's word for it. Okay.
Sorry, that was a bit weird.
Okay, so I guess we're all done since I don't know what else to say about next episode because I can't remember the promo. And you can't remember it either.
No.
Okay, so I guess we'll see you next time. Oh, thank you, dear.